Hi everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 21 of the 2023 NRL season. Last week I got a perfect round, my first of the year. We were touch and go in that last game. I thought that at some stages that I might not have got that perfect round, but I did in the end. And I got a perfect round, which is better than what that certain YouTuber does that says that he's the best tipping channel on YouTube and is the best tipster. So great to get that perfect round. But there's some good games in round 21. There's some really big matches at the bottom and the top of the table, and also a big rivalry game as well. So let's start off with the first match, which is kicking off on Thursday night. And the first match is on Thursday night, and it's between St George and West Tigers. This one's being played at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. St George in 16th at the moment, West Tigers in 17th, and this is the Spoon Bowl match for 2023. We've had many editions of the Spoon Bowl since the inaugural game in 2011 between Parramatta and the Gold Coast, but this match has huge implications on who I think is going to finish as the Wooden Spooner in 2023. These two sides met earlier in the year in round 10 at Magic Round in Brisbane, and West Tigers held on for an 18-16 win. But really, St George should have won that game. Thanks Moses Suli, didn't pass the ball when he should have passed the ball, and didn't go on his own when he should have gone on his own. So West Tigers held on for that important victory, but this is going to be the Spoon Bowl game. Since 2000, these two sides have played 42 matches, St George 22 wins and West Tigers 20 wins. I think whoever loses this match will more than likely get the wooden spoon, because if you look at the fixtures that both of these sides have coming up in the last 5 or 6 rounds, they play some of the teams within the top 8, so it's very important that they get a win, especially with West Tigers being 2 points adrift of St George. For this match, I'm going to go for St George to win. Due to the fact that they're coming off the bye, they'll be a bit fresher, they'll be at home, so I go for St George to win, 1 of 12 points. And the first of the Friday matches is between New Zealand and Canberra. This one's being played at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. New Zealand in 5th at the moment, Canberra in 4th place. In the last 10 matches that these two sides have played against each other, both sides have recorded 5 wins apiece. The last time that Canberra travelled to New Zealand, they won 46 points to 12. For this match, even though Canberra are coming off the bye and they'll be a bit fresh, I will go for New Zealand to win at home by 1 to 12 points. I think that New Zealand have hit a good run of form, and they got some fixtures that are definitely winnable coming up, and they'll be looking to solidify their place in the top 4. So I'll go for New Zealand to win by 1 to 12 points in Auckland. And the main match on the Friday is between South Sydney and Brisbane. This one's being played at the neutral territory of Sunshine Coast Stadium, and it sees South Sydney in 8th place at the moment and Brisbane in 2nd. In the last 10 encounters between these two sides, South Sydney hold a slight advantage. They've won 6 of the last 10 matches in the NRL. South Sydney coming to this match off a bye, so they'll be fresh, ready to go. With Brisbane, they beat Canterbury, I think, quite comfortably in the end at Belmore Sports Ground. And they've got some injury concerns. South Sydney have got some injury concerns as well. For this match, I think I'll go with Brisbane to win, just. I'll go for them to win by 1 to 12, maybe even less than that. This is a match that could really go either way. It's in neutral territory, so no home ground advantage. But yeah, I just see Brisbane edging it, so I'll go for Brisbane to win by 1 to 12 points. And the first match on Super Saturday is between the Gold Coast and Sydney Roosters. This one's being played at Seabourn Super Stadium. Gold Coast in 12th and Sydney Roosters in 14th place. Sydney Roosters have a really good record of the Gold Coast lately. They've won their last 9 encounters in the league. The last time that the Gold Coast defeated Sydney Roosters was in round 10 of the 2016 NRL season. They beat them 26 points to 6. Both of these teams coming into this fixture having lost their last 3 matches in the NRL. I think with the Gold Coast, that's against Parramatta, they played all right. Yes, they did score a few of their points when Parramatta had 2 men down, but in the end, I think that they were a bit unlucky to lose that game. And Sydney Roosters have been very disappointing this year. Once again, they were outclassed by Melbourne. So this is a game where I think if either side loses, you can pretty much see that's it for them in 2023. For this match, I'm going to tip the Gold Coast to win. Eastern Suburbs are not really giving me a lot to tip them on. I mean, they haven't been playing well this year. I think the Gold Coast have been better this year. So I'll go for the Gold Coast to win by 1 to 12 points in a very high scoring match, like a lot of the Gold Coast matches are at Seabourn Super Stadium. The second match on Super Saturday is between Newcastle and Melbourne. This one's being played at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. Newcastle in 10th and Melbourne in 3rd. Melbourne have won their last 13 matches against Newcastle in the league. The last time that Newcastle defeated Melbourne was in round 24 of the 2015 NRL season. They defeated Melbourne 20 points to 6. Overall, there's been 45 matches played between the two sides. Melbourne have won 30 and Newcastle have won 15. Melbourne, I think, have been flying under the radar, to be fair. I mean, nobody's really talking them up as a premiership threat. Of course, they've been winning games, but they haven't been labelled as a premiership threat yet. But I definitely think that they are. And with Newcastle, they really need to win this match in order to have any chance of really qualifying for the top 8. So this is going to be a really interesting match. But overall, I'm going to have to go for Melbourne to win this match. I'll go for them to win 1 to 12. I think that this will probably be a tight match, but I just think that Melbourne are a better side. I've been playing better this year, so I'll go for Melbourne to win by 1 to 12 points. And the final match to close out Super Saturday is between North Queensland and Parramatta. This one's being played at the Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. North Queensland are 9th at the moment and Parramatta are in 7th. This will be the first time that Parramatta have played against North Queensland up at Queensland Country Bank Stadium since the preliminary final match last year, where Parramatta upset North Queensland to make the 2022 NRL Grand Final. Both of these sides coming into the fixture with a win. North Queensland have won their last 5 matches in the NRL overall going into this match, and they're in some hot form at the moment. Parramatta had to do it tough against the Gold Coast. They were down to 11 men for most of the first half there, and it was a really gritty win, but they managed to get the victory in the end. Parramatta's record in North Queensland is not good. Since North Queensland are coming into the competition at the old stadium, they only won there 6 times from 1996 until 2019, so not a good record. At the new ground, they're 1 from 1, so this is going to be a really tough match for Parramatta up there in Townsville. For this match, I'm going to go for North Queensland to win by 1 to 12 points. I think that North Queensland in recent times have been playing better. They're coming into this fixture having won the last 5 matches in the league. It's up in Townsville. Parramatta don't have a good record there, so I'll go for North Queensland to win by 1 to 12 points. And the first match on the Sunday is between Penrith and Canterbury-Bankstown. This one's being played at Penrith Stadium. Penrith top of the league at the moment and Canterbury-Bankstown in 15th place. Penrith have won 8 of the last 10 matches that they've played against Canterbury. The last time that Canterbury defeated Penrith was in round 20 of the 2019 season. They defeated them 16 points to 8. And the last time that they defeated Penrith in Penrith was in round 2 of the 2016 NRL season. For this match, I'm going to have to go for Penrith to win by 13 plus. I think Penrith are top of the league for a reason this year. Canterbury are where they are because of the fact that they just can't defend and they haven't been playing well this year. So I'm going to have to go for Penrith to win by 13 plus there on the Sunday. And the final match to close out round 21 of the 2023 NRL season is the Battle of the Beaches game, one of the biggest rivalries in the NRL. Cronulla against Manly. This one's being played at Shark Park. Cronulla in 6th at the moment and Manly in 11th. In the last 10 matches between these two rivals, they're 5 wins apiece. With Cronulla in this Battle of the Beaches match, historically we know that they're not very good. There's been 97 matches played. Cronulla have the 28 wins. Manly have 67 wins and there's been 2 draws. However, in recent times, Cronulla's turned the tides a little bit. They've won 3 matches in a row against Manly in the league. With this match, Manly have to win, not only to get the bragging rights over Cronulla, but also to maintain any chance of them getting into the top 8 this year. With Cronulla, I think once again they've been proven that when it comes to playing against teams in the top 8, they're not very good. When they play against teams in the bottom 8 of the table, they're a lot better. Once again, they lost against a team which was in the top 8 in the form of New Zealand. For this match, I will go for Cronulla to bounce back. I'll go for them to win by 1 to 12 points. There's going to be plenty of feeling in this match, as there always is between Cronulla and Manly. But I just think that when it comes against teams in the bottom of the table, Cronulla do really well. So I'll go for the Cronulla to win by 1 to 12 points there on Sunday. So those are my tips for round 21 of the 2023 NRL season. Hope you enjoyed this tipping video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know who you're tipping. Thanks everyone that watched my video last week, making it one of the most watched NRL tipping videos on YouTube. Thanks very much for that. And I'll have some more videos coming out very, very shortly. Anyways, this has been Rugby League History. Tatty bye for now.